My name's Ricky Lamkin. I'm a candidate for the Calloway County Attorney, and I am very grateful that I've had an opportunity with Murray Electric allowing me to discuss some of the issues that were discussed at the FOP forum recently. The format of that forum was for candidates who have opponents in the May primary. I don't, so I wasn't allowed to participate. I am a candidate. I am a resident. I've lived in Murray, Kentucky since 1970. Started college here, and I've lived here throughout that time, but for 2 years I was in the United States Army, and 2.5 years that I was at Chase College of Law in Highland Heights, Kentucky. I've decided to run for county attorney after having practiced law 35 years as of May 6, 2014. I came back with Bob Miller, Robert O. Miller, who had served as county attorney, who had served as county judge, and was very involved in the community in its development. Bob was elected county attorney and took office in 1987. I had practiced with him since graduating in 1980, and I really wasn't mature enough, I wasn't far enough in my practice that I thought it was proper at that time to go to the county attorney's office. Bob wanted me to. Looking back, I probably should have, but I was making money finally, paying off some school loans, and I decided to stay in the private practice. I have practiced law here in this county since 1980. I've handled any number of types of cases. I have a general practice of law. I've handled criminal defense. I've handled more divorces than I'd really care to try to count. I handled contracts, probates, deeds, the full assortment of a small town practice. I've decided that I wanted to seek the position of county attorney and try to be the county attorney that I've seen in the past. Each person holding the office runs their office the way they choose to. I am the type of person who've always taken phone calls when people call in wanting to ask a question. If people want to see me, they get to come see me. I don't charge for the first consultation, so I have a good rapport, I believe, with people in the community, and I believe people approach me easily to be able to ask a question. And so many times it's just a simple question that people want answered, and I think that I'm in a position, both at maturity, my legal experience, and my interest in the community, to be able to be a proper county attorney. I can tell you that my county attorney's office will be where I do business today, 304 North 4th Street, which is the only building within the block of the Judicial Center. The entire county attorney's office will be there, to include the child support office. So everything will be in one building, and people can find me, and they can find my assistants, and they can find my staff readily, easy. So I think that's a benefit of what I want to do and the way I want to practice as the Calloway County Attorney. Having been involved here over the years, we always hear people talk about the roots, and we have people talk about what they want to do as county attorney. I have taken the position, it's not one thing to talk about community involvement. The best thing is to be involved in community involvement. Many times there are many people, and I'm one of them, who tries to help and who tries to be involved that doesn't have to have recognition. I'm one who believes that if you get out of the way of who's claiming credit, a whole lot of people can do a lot better. I'm on the library board. I have been on the library board for the last 3 years. I'm on the subcommittee about the expansion or the construction of a new library. I'm a mentor. I have a second grade student at North Elementary that I meet with at least twice a week. I was on the board of directors of West Kentucky Mentoring. It's a wonderful organization. Needs adults. They need people working with young people. I've been involved with Main Street Youth Center. It's the type of thing where there's David Hudspeth and his people are doing such good things. I've been involved with reading. I'm a dad. I'm a divorced dad. I have a 17-year-old son at Murray High. And I started reading to his elementary school class when he was in kindergarten, and I've done it since. I read to 3 or 4 classes a week. I take 30 minutes usually for each class, and I go in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, either at Murray Elementary or North Elementary, and it thrills my soul to be able to do that. I just have the best time. I've been involved with Needline. There's so many people that work with Needline. You don't have to have recognition. Just go do something that needs to be done to help people that need help. I'm a neighborhood coordinator for the Needline Food Bag Project. I worked with the Sailors and with Loretta Jobs with Kids Against Hunger campaign, and I was involved in the marketplace, 29 AD on the Square. That's such a great program during fall break for kids. I sponsor teams more than teams, organizations, and clubs I can't imagine. But they need help. The Lord's blessed me. I'm able to help. And then I had the batting cages. I turned those over to the county or the city parks recently. I've had the batting cages here in Murray for the last 7 years. One of the questions asked at the forum was how the county attorney would be involved in working with law enforcement and working with the victims relating to criminal offenses. You have to understand there's a lot more to the county attorney's office than just crimes. Obviously, crimes is a big part of it, but you have the juvenile court that involves dependency, abuse, and neglect. I've been involved in that court for decades. You have the disability portion of it, and of course you have the traffic court and you have criminal court. The way I am as a human being, people can talk to me. Law enforcement is very important, and I have every intention of being very involved in working with law enforcement. One of the disappointing things that I see so regularly in those of us in the practice, when there is an improper stop for a driving under the influence or a drug case, you have suppression hearings. And there's been too many cases suppressed where the person charged walks away. And if there had been a little more coordination between the county attorney and law enforcement as to what works, there well may be a lot fewer suppression hearings and a lot fewer cases where evidence is suppressed because of an improper search. I am known, for those that know me, to be pretty tough. People hire me because I'm an advocate. I represent the people that hire me. I'm pretty hard-headed that way. I am a very fair person, I believe. But I know those people that are repeatedly through court, there's something that has to change. And people coming for the first time, I hope to be fair, but I also like to have some balance about what they're facing. One of the questions asked at the forum was, if someone has a suspended sentence for like a shoplifting crime or some other minor misdemeanor, am I prepared to make that person serve the entire sentence if they get in trouble again? And my answer is probably not. And the reason is I have never agreed with shelf time with someone that pleads guilty to shoplifting and get 90 or 180 days suspended when it shouldn't be that. It should be 10 days or 15 days. And then if they violate, then they serve. So on a case-by-case basis, until I have had hands-on with these suspended sentences, I can't carte blanche say that everybody's going to serve every day over their head. I can say that there are changes coming in our community, the changes coming regarding some offenses that are occurring. In cases involving illegal drugs, marijuana, anymore, you have to actually try to get those people help before you put them in jail. Second offenders, third offenders, you better believe they're going to be in jail. But if you have proper counseling, proper therapy, proper testing on a regular basis to ensure people are compliant with what's required of them, then I think there's changes coming. There's going to be jail time for people that are breaking the law, but there's also going to be an opportunity for people to change how they are. The issues I see in the next 2 years, or the next few years, You know, we have a changing community. I never dreamed there would be alcohol like there is now. Young people consuming alcohol below age 21, there's something that's got to be done to have a reckoning with this. Kids go away to college. They think they can do things that adults do. There are things that are going to happen that the word gets out that we're going to be serious about underage drinking in this community, and especially underage drinking and driving. So in the end and effectively, I believe my 35 years of practicing law in this community, my involvement in the community, both the church I attend, the churches I've attended in the past, the organizations that I belong to, and the things that I like to do. And I'm a people person. If I have an opportunity to serve as your county attorney, I think you'll be very pleased with what I choose to do. And I'll close with this. Every Thursday, the Medical Association and the hospital has a complete section in the paper about medical news. I have always thought that it would be convenient for an attorney, the county attorney, to have a small article in the paper addressing a particular issue every other week or once a month to give the public some insight of what the law really is that they need to know. So, I thank you for this time, and I'd appreciate your vote come November. Thank you.